Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe, and I'm joined today by the head of the School of Visual and Performing Arts at ULM, Dr. Nicholas Bratcher. Dr. Bratcher, welcome. Thanks for being with us today on Lagniappe.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to have you here today, and you've hit the ground running in your first year at ULM, and have bitten off a big one for this holiday season. You've got a program coming up called Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
What's it all about?
So Kaleidoscope is not your traditional holiday concert. It's kind of based on where your seat is in the audience. It's completely immersive. It's random without interruption, and it's just a night filled with fun, music, dancing, art, everything that VAPA here at ULM has to offer.
So when you say VAPA, there may be folks listening who goes, what is VAPA? So tell me all about VAPA. What's that all about?
So VAPA is an acronym we use here for Visual and Performing Arts. We use it quite a bit, and that pretty much encompasses music, art, theater, and dance.
So you've got it all going on over there, all of the arts happening. You're doing this usually ULM has a big Christmas concert. This is sort of in lieu of that, but it has a lot of Christmas and holiday elements, right?
Yeah, so it's a global holiday celebration. So, of course, there'll be your traditional Christmas selections, but we also wanted to tie in a sense of world space with the celebration as well. So you'll hear different things from Ghana, you'll hear things from France, you'll hear things from other countries, different other cultures that are, just put out there by our different ensembles. And again, it's a showcase of pretty much everything we have to offer from our students.
Now, who is conducting this big show coming up on November 28th?
Nobody.
Nobody.
There's no program.
It's a free-for-all?
Pretty much.
There's no program.
Yeah, we know the order, but, that's on us. So you'll just have to come and experience it.
So you've got people singing in the aisles and the corners and the balconies and all over the place, right?
Possibly.
It's going to be a lot. You could just sit down and some guy could just start singing right next to you.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun time. And you won't know where it's coming from next. So based on, like I said earlier, based on your seat, that's going to kind of control your experience. So
that sounds like a lot of fun. At this point, since there is no program, I know you've heard some of the music. What are some of your favorite things that you've heard so far?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a lot. Without giving away too much, I think our last piece is going to be one that really gets you out of your seats, and then just the party atmosphere. It's a party, it's a vibe, and so we don't want a celebration where you're just kind of sitting in your seats the entire time. So if you get the urge to move and dance, that's fine. If you get the urge to sing along, that's also great. And if you get the urge to, give us a New Orleans-style procession on to the next place, then that would be great as well.
What ensembles or what kind of folks are we going to see involved in this?
You're going to see a lot of chamber ensembles, and over in music, chamber ensembles are essentially our smaller ensembles. So you'll see brass, you'll see percussion, you'll see larger groups like our choirs, our wind ensemble. You'll also see art students who will be creating art live during the event. You'll see dancers, you'll see students performing music theater selections, you'll see a lot.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, this is coming up on the 28th in ULM's Brown Auditorium. Do you need a ticket for this? How do you take part in Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, so the general admission ticket you can find at ulm.edu/kaleidoscope, and those are $20. And then in addition to that, if you would like an extra experience, there's a patron party that happens at 6 o'clock, which is an hour prior to the performance in Bree Gallery, which is our art building. And those tickets are $75. And so that invites you to hors d'oeuvres, some champagne and wine and whatnot before the event. And also you get special reserved seating, but those tickets are limited.
Now, how do you get those tickets?
You visit ulm.edu/kaleidoscope, and you can purchase them online through that website, or you could call ULM Foundation and purchase them there if you're not comfortable with the online purchasing process.
I heard you in another interview the other day call this a friend raiser. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, Kaleidoscope is first and foremost a fundraiser, but it is also a friend raiser. As the university grows, as VAPA grows, and as our students grow and our academic programs continue to thrive, we are going to need to rely on our friends of the University of Louisiana Monroe. And so this is a chance for us to expose what we've been doing, what we've been working on, and where we plan to go, and to kind of get the community invested in us.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and you've got a lot of, there are ensembles and groups people may not even know about with some of the small ensembles on campus, because you know the band and you know the wind ensemble and things like that, the jazz band, but sometimes some of the smaller groups get forgotten, and this is a fun time to showcase all of that talent.
Mm-hmm.
The program is, again, November 28th. What else do you have coming up? I know we get into the holiday season, the students go home, but what's coming up after the first of the year?
Wow. Okay. So there's actually quite a lot. There's some art exhibitions happening. We usually have our high school student art exhibition as well as our ULM student art exhibition. We have a pre-festival concert adjudication that's happening at the end of February, where we're going to have some high school concert bands come on and kind of have a mock experience of them going to Contest Festival to kind of give them experience on that. We're doing our musical theater production of Shrek, which you may be familiar with that, coming up next semester. And there'll be another theater production. There'll be another dance fusion concert. So those are just some of the things that I can think of off the top of my head, but there's really a lot.
To find out more about what's going on at ULM VAPA, where can folks go?
You can visit our website at www.ulm.edu/VAPA. That's VAPA. You can find out more about our ensembles. You can find out more about our students, our faculty, and everything else that we have planned for the year.
That's Dr. Nicholas Bratcher. You can find out more about Kaleidoscope, ulm.edu/Kaleidoscope, and be sure and visit our website, KEDM.org, to learn more.